welcome to Reginaldesq. I'm Underhook, and this is my review of the Tier 2 Polish light tank, the 7TP. So, is it any good? It's not bad. You need to play it, I guess, a little bit like a tank destroyer. It's not really a very good frontline tank, but it's good if it hangs back at range. It has a pretty good gun. High penetration, pretty high damage, pretty accurate. The drawback is fairly longish aim time, which is one of the reasons why it's not good on the front line as well. And and the tank is also not very fast compared to a lot of the other tier 2s. So it works well in a hide in bushes kind of thing, but sort of drive around the front line. It has no armor to speak of either, so it kind of can't take a hit and it takes a long time to aim. Kind of two bad things for the front line, especially when you're not very quick. But the gun itself it can give other tanks a lot of trouble. So if you can be hidden while you're shooting, it's kind of can be pretty good. Anyway, I have binoculars and a camouflage net fitted, obviously to increase my vision and camouflage. And I also have a toolkit fitted because it doesn't cost anything. And I'm a cheapskate with a tier 2 tank. I ended up playing about 38 games in this thing, which is about 30 more games than I wanted to play in it. And that's because I was originally playing this on the Hong Kong server because we couldn't get low tier games on the Australian server, and the games were terrible because it was just 200 plus ping, and it was just I couldn't shoot anything and hit it. Whereas now playing it on the Australian server, it's a lot better. It's a lot easier to play, so I actually kind of enjoyed it. And but anyway, that's why I ended up playing 38 games instead of about 10 games. So my crew, consequently, is almost fully trained. Well, actually, two of my members, my commander and I think it's my radio operator, just became 100% in the last game. So pretty much the gameplay you're going to see, they vary from about 95 to 99% trained. No one will be fully trained. So there's nothing else to speak of. Alright, so let's go in. We won't be having a look at the armour because the armour, it's only got 17 mils in the hull and 18 mils at the turret at the front. That's its strongest armour, so there's no point looking at the armour. But we will look at a quick tank comparison now and get into some gameplay. There are a lot of tier 2 tanks, and I've just picked a random selection here for comparison. So the 7TP is on the left here, and you can see, as far as penetration goes, it's one of the best. It's equal with the STRV M38, the Swedish one. I think it's the Swedish one. And the T60 has 58. So in this grouping here, that is the highest of 58. We have 55, pretty close. But a lot of the others you can see have quite a bit less. So penetration is good. The damage per round of 55 is also very good. You can see here the only one that's better here is the Hargo with 75. And it has penetration of 30. That sounds like HE, but I don't think it is actually HE ammo. Anyway, rate of fire, well, it's pretty good. 2.8 seconds to load the gun. And that compares fairly well. I mean, some of the others are definitely quicker, some of them are slower, but when you look at the damage that we're doing per shot, it's actually fairly good. Shell velocity of 732 is also not too bad, although it's sort of one of the lower ones. The FCM's only got 705, and like this 355, that must be HE on the Hargo. Some of the others are a bit quicker. Actually looking at the shell velocity now, it doesn't compare that well with some of the others, but it's actually not too bad. Ammo capacity of 60 is heaps. Aim time is a bit slow, 2.3 seconds, same as the BT2. The only one worse here is the T60 with 2.5. All of the others are actually much quicker. So it's not a very good sort of pop-out shooter, pop-out front cover, shoot, pop back. If you're doing that, you'll probably lose out in trades. The only advantage is that your shot will do more damage than most of the other tanks, but there's a chance that they will shoot you and you'll miss because of that aim time. However, the dispersion is one of the best here. It's better than all the others except for the T60. So chances of hitting with this at long range are not bad actually. It's pretty accurate for a tier 2 gun. Turret traverse is... Actually, that's dispersion here. Dispersion values are okay on it, actually. The gun depression of 12 degrees is excellent, and a lot of tier 2 tanks have good gun depression, but this is 12 degrees is very, very good. All that said, there's a fair bit of tank above the gun, so you can't really get away with it. Forward speed of 35, though, this tank is pretty slow. The FCM 36 only does 24, and the Panzer 35T is the same as us at 35. All the rest of them are faster. Reverse speed of 18 is okay though. What else can I tell you about it? The turret traverse of 35 is actually pretty good, and the track traverse of 45 is also pretty good. So he can turn and keep his gun on targets quite well. It's just not very quick in a straight line. The hull armor, as you can see, is terrible. Some of these other tanks have reasonably good armor, but the armor on this tank is really terrible. Health of 190 though is the best out of all the ones that we're looking at right here. So whilst the armor is terrible, the hit points are pretty good. View range of 300 is also not bad, about average. Radio range 300 is terrible, but they all are at this tier. And that's about all we need to say about it. The map is Himmelsdorf. Unfortunately, it's a tier 3 game. So the enemy team has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tier 3s, all the rest are tier 2s, and we're a tier 2 as well. There are 7 bots on each team. Most of them, in fact, all of the bots are tier 2 tanks. So that means that we've got 5 tier 3s that aren't bots on each team, which is not a good situation for us. So we're going to have to be a little bit careful. I don't have armour. I've got good gun depression though, so I'm going to take a spot that I like to take these days in low tier games, which is basically just up here. That Panzer 2D is just driving straight out there. I wonder, is he a bot or what? That Panzer 2D, I'm hoping he's going to light up some tanks up there the way he's driving, but no, he's not a bot. Okay, could have fooled me. I thought he must have been a bot, but no, he's driving straight up there. Okay, be interested to see how long he lives. This guy looks like he's going to pop out, and I will have a shot at him if he does, but he hasn't popped out. I'm looking at that M2 light. He's actually right up near their cap, but the height that he was at, I thought he was coming up the ramp here, but no. So I just waste a little bit of time looking at him. This MKA, I'm hoping he's going to pop out a little bit further forward, but no. Is there a guy there? No, he's right back behind another building as well. So this is looking a little bit boring, folks. Sorry about that. No one's driving in front of my gun. Come on, drive in front of my gun, people. Come on, come on, come out. Anyway, if you're new to World of Tanks, sometimes, you just got to wait for other people, especially in these games, wait for people to make mistakes, like that guy there. He just drove past my gun and bang. Yeah, because people will make mistakes. If you drive around in the open, then you might be one of the people that makes mistakes. So while you're learning the game, just learn and find spots you can shoot from. Like that guy's found a spot to shoot from, but I'm aiming at him. He's probably going to shoot at me though, and he has shot me. That's the MKA. There's 2 MKAs on the other team, and they are both humans. They are not bots. So he got a shot into us there for 64 damage. So his gun actually does pretty good damage. It is a tier 2 tank, the MKA. I think it's a... I've got it for we missed it. Hoskins. I think the MKA... Oh, we got the kill there on the L640. I think the MKA is a premium tank, is that right? We missed that MKA. It's still showing. Can we get it? Yeah, we got the kill shot there. This Hotchkiss has come back. And you can see there we've got enough penetration to penetrate the Hotchkiss, the H35. That is a difficult tank to penetrate, so... that's a good thing about this gun, a tier 2. The Hotchkiss is a tier 2 as well, but it's good to know it can penetrate it, because that can be one of the more difficult tanks to penetrate at tier 2. So definitely the gun on this tank is fairly good. Uh-oh. Looks like we're being outflanked here. I fire too late. I wasn't. This is where the slow aim time is a bit of an issue. I think I just bounced off him there. Now I bounce again off the Panzer 1C. Tier 3 tank, Panzer 1C, and it can be bouncy at times, but we managed to finally get that last shot in there, getting a kill as well. We're actually on 5 kills. I don't know how that happened, but it happened. And so we need one more to get a Top Gun. There's a couple of tanks there. I'm just sort of waiting for them to make a mistake. So the M2 is a bot, and the Panzer 1C is a human player, just in case you're wondering and you want to work out how the bots and how the humans act in the game. Now sometimes the bots can be pretty deadly actually. I played a couple of games where I just got annihilated by bots. They shot me they just didn't miss, and there was times when like a human would miss but they just weren't missing. So that M2 just drove past. We got a shot in. He's still moving up there. the Panzer 1C got killed, so I'm going to come out. I didn't want to drive in front of a Panzer 1C unless I was pretty sure I was going to be able to shoot it. And there we go, we got rid of the M2, so that gives us Top Gun, doesn't it? Yay! Alright, so we are winning now. They have 6 tanks left, 3 bots and 3 humanes. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've got 8 tanks left. 4 of ours are bots too. T26, he is a bot. And the Marder up there is a human. But there we go, he was just showing enough tank for us to get shot. That bounced, really? I was a bit unlucky to get a bounce there, but it doesn't matter because we get the finishing shot. If you're a new player, the Marder has an awesome gun, and you don't want to get in front of it. But, yeah, no armour, of course, it's a tank destroyer, so it doesn't have a reversible turret. So it has severe limitations, especially in a map like this with no trees. And that is the thing. That's why, by the way, you saw my starting position in this game. When you've got a tank with no armour, I do kind of like that as a starting position because you have got a bit of cover you can duck back behind. It's not good to have no cover when you don't have armour. So that guy just drove out in front of us, which was not a good move. As you can see here, I'm trying to expose myself only to 1 tank at a time. So I exposed myself so only 1 tank could see me, but then this other guy came driving, so I had to move. Fortunately, we didn't get the kill. We were on 8 kills. It would have been nice to have got that one, but my buddy came up and nailed it. Can we get this kill for a 9 kill? No, the other guy got it. 1 more tank left, and it's way at the other end of the map at our cap. So as you can see, this tank isn't fast for a light tank. Considering we're on paved roads, it's not exactly breaking any land speed records. We're hitting 34, 35, and that is its top speed. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to speed this up. I don't think I find this M2, and I'm pretty sure... Do we cap or something? Yeah, our team caps. Let's speed up again. I just thought I'd go in here. I thought he came up this way, but he just hid somewhere. End of the game. So that ended up being a mastery game in the tank, and we got Top Gun, and I can't remember what you call this medal, but it's for killing 2 enemy tank destroyers that are a tier above you. I think that's what it's for. Anyway, next screen, and you can see we finished on top for our team. And detailed report. We fired 25 shots, 19 of them hit, and of the 19 that hit, 16 penetrated. So, considering it was a tier 3 game, really good penetration. Not super accurate, but tier 2s never are, but it's pretty good for tier 2. 717 damage, we received 1 hit, and we damaged 10 tanks, destroying 8 of them. And there you go. Income is pretty awful, really, considering that was a mastery game. You would expect it to make a bit more dough than that. Why does it say 1,247 experience? Didn't it say that we got a lot less than that? It says 831. Oh, that's with premium, is it? Yeah, sorry, that was a premium. Okay, there you go. So this time the map is Abbey, but once again, tier 3 game with 5 tier 3s on each team. There are 7 bots on each team once again, although this time I think 1 of the bots on each team is a tier 3. So, if you're a newish player, because the tier 2 review, you might be a newish player, you've seen what I did on Himmelsdorf where there's no trees or bushes or anything at all. I didn't want to go like front line because I don't have armour or anything like that, don't have good armour. So I took a position a little bit back where I had cover and I could pull back into cover easily. You don't want to be driving around the open when you've got no armour, sort of thing. Tier 3, different story when you're top tier, because you know, a lot of tier 2s will bounce and that, but when you're bottom tier, you've got to be careful. This case here, I'm coming up to the bushes, but I'm looking and thinking, I'm not going to have a very good shot here. The other thing I've noticed is none of my tanks have really moved forward. So if an enemy does come up there where I was looking, they're not going to get spotted anyway. So I've actually decided that I am going to drive up there, but I'm not going to drive straight up there because in case there's someone already there and they're going to spot me. So I'm going to take the long way around And I've got to make my way up towards the Abbey, but a little bit on the side here. So what I'm effectively doing is I'm not going to the what I would call the brawling positions, which are the very centre and both sides are kind of the brawling positions. I'm not going to go to the sides because I don't have any armour and I don't have a quick aim time and I'm slow, so I can't really trade shots very effectively. So what I've decided to do is go into a spot where not many tanks go, where I can get sneaky shots. So that's what I'm looking for. I'm just looking for sneaky, trying to sneak around, because the gun is pretty good at long range and it has good pen, so I can still pen at range some of these tanks with good damage. That Tetrarch there is a premium tank, which is a very, very good premium tank. It's similar to this, although the gun has even more penetration, but it's also really fast. It does like 65 kilometers an hour or something. So it's like a really fast version of this with even more penetration. And I think it's a bit smaller as well, so it's a small target. So we spotted this guy here. I ended up driving right out in front of him, which I didn't want to do, but Panzer II has reasonably good armour, so he actually managed to turn a little bit there and allow me to get a good shot on him. Then this guy comes out, and I didn't have the gun depression. I was in a bad spot, so I had to move a little bit. I'm actually just going to brawl straight with this guy. He's not aiming at me, which makes me think he had to have been a bot. MKA. No, that wasn't a bot. Wow. He wasn't a bot. The Panzer II that we were shooting up the end there, he was a bot, but that guy there wasn't a bot. Wow. So you can see here, we get sneaky shots here. These people just sort of don't realise, not many people play this position, and you can get sneaky shots. That was a human player as well. So I've still got the T-46, you can see up there, there's an M2 up there, so I've still got a couple that can shoot. The reason I'm not just moving forward straight away, if you're a new player, when you get spotted, you stay spotted for about 10 seconds. That's if they, after the last person has seen you. So that guy that I killed would have spotted me, and I would have been spotted and highlighted on the map for another 10 seconds. So what I tend to do is wait around in cover until I think that 10 seconds has expired. And then I start moving. Because if I started moving straight away, everyone would know where I was moving to. And so if a tank wanted to intercept me, it'd start moving to that position. Right, so I know this guy's here because he has been spotted. Move up, take a shot, and come back again before he gets a chance. I'm going to go for the shot trading here. He gets one into me. I'm waiting for my reload. Get one in. I think he missed me with one of those shots, but now he gets a good tracking shot into me and does 126 damage to me. Is he a tier 3? Yeah, he's a tier 3, darn it. So I let my other tank come up and finish him off. I'm going really slow now because my engine's been damaged. I could have been greedy and gone for the kill myself, but 44 hit points. He's probably got a faster aim time than me. He's a tier 3 tank. I probably would have just got killed. Far better for me to let the R35 then take the kill and me not get the kill, but hey, stay alive. So I'm moving down here. I'm a cheapskate, and so I haven't used the repair kit on my engine. No, yeah, I haven't used it. I think it's actually I've still got a large repair kit, but I don't want to pay the 20,000. So I'm waiting for my small repair kit to reactivate so I can use, because I think I already used it once. So if I could shoot at the other tanks, this is for a new player. There's 3 tanks that I can shoot at the moment, but I'm shooting at this guy because I can shoot at this guy and only expose myself to him. See, I'm not exposing my hull to anybody else, just to him. If I had to come out further, when those 2 guys were down at the bottom of the hill, I could have shot any one of them, but any one of them could have shot at me, and so I'm exposing myself to the fire of 3 tanks. By only shooting at one of them, and just poking myself out enough so I can only see one, I'm only exposing myself to 1 tank, and only 1 tank can shoot at me. So always, if you're a new player, always try and minimise the number of tanks that can shoot back at you. So we hit this guy, track him. I could tell from where his gun is pointing, he's got no idea where I am. He's a human player, and now we've got another SU. This is also a human player. He's on 3 kills, but he's in a rock and a hard place. Oh, I can't see. There's a rock in front of me. Can I get him before? No, he stopped. Because I haven't hit him for a while, he thinks he's safe, but he's not. So he stopped on the edge of the cap circle because he wanted to cap. You can also see the position I took up here. I only have the top of my turret exposing above that mound just there. so I wasn't giving them much to shoot at. I've now fixed my engine, used a small repair kit. We are on 5 kills. We only have 2 tanks left. They have 6 tanks left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 tanks left. So I'm not expecting to survive. They only have 1 player left, human player, which is the Tetrarch. And I'm the only human player left on our team. But I'm on very low health. I've been spotted now, so I know that the human player will be coming after me if he knows what he's doing. I think he does, because he's on 6 kills. So they are capping as well. So I'm not going to worry about cap just yet, although I will. I'm not going to move too far from here because I do want to be able to shoot back at cap if I need to. As you can see, I'm just trying to expose small amounts of my tank, really make it really hard for these bots to shoot at me. I'm starting to feel a bit of pressure now about cap trying to shoot through the bricks there into that tank, but it didn't work for some reason. No. Slow aim time, let him down again. We managed to get that guy this time. Now I decide I've really got to shoot cap. So I'm trying to back up and see if I can get eyes on cap. Now I've been hit by the Tetrarch. As you can see, can't even see him. There he is. But I couldn't even spot him when he was shooting at me. He's virtually invisible as well. Has good camouflage, the Tetrarch, and he nails me. So he gets, what does he get? 7 kills. So another mastery badge in the tank. Got Top Gun again, and this time I think that's to killing 2 medium tanks that are a tier above you. That one, isn't it? I don't know. I can't remember. Anyway, so top for our team. Of course, we finished with 7 kills, and so did the Tetrarch on the other team. So he did 936 damage. How much did I do? Well, I can't read it, guys. It's a bit dark, the writing on my screen. It's 9 something. I don't know who did more damage, but anyway. We did 990. We out damaged him. Yay! Shots fired 33. 26 of them hit, so we did, miss a bit, but that's normal at tier 2. 22 of the 26 penetrated though, so it does show this has good penetration, this tank. 162 of those point of damage was long range. We received 7 hits and we died. We spotted 1. We damaged 8, destroying 7. 22 assistance damage, which isn't much, and we got 17 defense points there when those couple of tanks were going across the cap. This time though we made pretty good credits, 23,000 profit, although we did get a holiday bonus of 3,700 something, and we got courageous resistance, of course, being on a losing team but getting a medal, and yeah. Thank you for watching my review of the 7TP. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more, please subscribe to Reginaldesq and have fun.